then like when you want to live stream, like broadcast, you hit it on your share button on the game, on the controller, the share on the left, where it says options. You hit the left one, and then it says broadcast live, and then it'll say you just hit broadcast live, and then you go to YouTube, hit that D button,
a moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys
and then
emerging from their tunnel.
it says my channel,
loud. It's still loud.
and when you tap that, it comes on. It's on now.
As the Cowboys get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, it's on now. And they just tap the video when it's playing. It's on.
Put the ball in the air, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Oh, I'm bad tackling.
And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that?
Go back out and then go back in again. And the new one should be up. I just learned.
Prescott looks to throw on first. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll get up near the
Jersey,
45.
Montclair.
Spotted at the 44. The completion good for 3 and a second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Yeah, I ain't know all this stuff.
A second down throw for Prescott.
Just learning it myself.
And they get jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Here we go. 41's the will.
They played fake to Elliott. Now Prescott rolling to his left. And that's caught by Beasley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I got the whole family here watching and listening. You're like, I want to get on there. You want to show me how to do it. He's 10.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Prescott now. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening.
Yeah, because she was about to score, and she got down to like the 3 or something, then I fixed it.
And that is going to be caught.
No, I just stopped her.
And it moves the lead to 8-0. And what a way to cap off the opening touchdown drive. You go for 2, and you get it.
Remember when the PAT or the extra point was a gimme, right?
She hear me talking on the video?
It's not that way anymore, so more people are willing to take a chance, go for 2, and take the kicker a little bit out of the game.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. First down. Here's Cousins. And he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And now running right through it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Here's Cousins. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, flipper. Gone.
I thought he was going to cut in front of you before you got there.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left.
Hold that, Thielen.
A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw again. Cousins trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw
he never breaks out in his route the way he's supposed to.
And it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He finds Hearns left side. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Had to get that open field tackle going.
There, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Here we go. 26.
Prescott from the gun. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off by
come on, Barr, make a move out there.
Shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay
in the middle
and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Following the interception, Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete.
Cook, run.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained.
Cousins got hammered at that bad throw. Just got it off.
To get it to him, he can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
He still got back to the line.
2nd down, Cousins.
He did get it. No, he got it.
Picked off at the 38.
Well, there definitely was some juice.
Tried to sneak that one in there.
And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Hearns brings it in. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a third down and a yard to start things out.
He was asking me something, too. Your daughter was asking you.
It's coming now. 26.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
26.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
He got burned.
2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
See, I had to sack him. I switched off and jumped.
Came off the man lead. Right there against the line before going out of bounds.
Such an incredibly graceful, athletic play, but also a lot of practice goes into it. They work on that to make sure that they learn how to train their feet to get down in
You are so bad, man.
Into the end zone to bump the lead up 2-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Yellow.
Cousins now to throw on first down. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They get it to him running left. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
All right, he says go for it.
Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one.
Going down in the compound.
Him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Yeah.
Picked off with great anticipation.
Get him, Kurt.
And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Still early.
They go play action here on 1st down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Anderson Aho. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So a minute 56 to play in this first half.
We're
back to Arlington right after this timeout. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Flushed out right. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Able to make something out of nothing there.
That Kurt's always
yards
fumbling.
and a 1st down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Let's go. Black. Gun.
From the gun, here's Cousins. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Now Cousins. Going deep for Diggs.
Gotta go get that. Let me get that. Let me get that.
Be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 48 yards. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Dan Bailey now for the extra point.
You know what? Let me
now
go.
the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeout.
Oh no!
As they'll head to the sideline and
I got to shut it down
next.
now. You've been in the lead too long.
Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2.
You know.
Lucky 48.
Cousins to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jones.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 30 yards there.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience.
Let me get that.
For the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football.
Told you, it's still early.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Wide.
On 1st and 10, Cousins dancing to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Them plays you got picks on, them were the ones I did for the first time ever. I don't even use those plays. So I expected something bad to happen.
Cousins buying time to his left.
He's going to keep dropping the ball. I don't know what's up with that.
It's incomplete. So he can't hang on.
Right.
And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout.
Normally I punt it, but
As
since it's the end of the second.
23 seconds to go till halftime. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it.
I had to do it since it's the end of the second. Normally I punt it, though.
Yellow.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins, and he's able to find Diggs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Final play of the half, Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by
I was rushing that.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
I use my timeout.
So 2
Ain't no
quarters
thing.
down,
Sorry.
2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
I used that timeout to hurry up. I should have just kicked it and got to 9, and then I would have been right there.
Here in quarter number 3.
But I tried it anyway.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll
I
get
could
it up
have
past
not ran
the
that play
20 to
and
the
called timeout and
22-yard
kicked my field goal.
line.
That's what I was going to do,
Out
but I
come
said
the
let me go
Vikings.
for
They'll
it.
have it first on offense as we
only 10
begin
points.
the 3rd. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive,
No, that never happened.
that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what?
It's good to be optimistic, though.
Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The second half starts with a run by Murray. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yes,
I like the
sir.
strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter.
All right, don't be like the rest that when I come back now you quit. That's what they all do to me now. They get a lead and talk smack, and then they get beat down, and then they hang up. I'm used to that now. I'm used to that.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Sean Lee. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss.
Heard it all before.
After the sack,
Come the 4th quarter, they be unplugging on me. I got over 200 games, 250. They be unplugging on me. Right when they get the lead.
Run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And my goodness, another interception. picked off by Jordan Lewis, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I don't never do that. Never that.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
They got had cats up by 30 and came back and walked them down, and then they unplugged at the last minute. So 10 points, I ain't scared, just so you know. 16 points don't scare me.
How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Nah.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second
Do
and
it.
7. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott.
Don't do it to yourself. Try to tell you.
And it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. Third down here. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No,
I could have picked it. I just swatted that out of there.
Make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity.
Nah.
You got to cash in and get some points.
On third down,
Don't go across the middle. Don't do it. Don't
Don't
do it. I tried to tell you, don't do it. I keep telling you every time. Ain't nothing here. I'll let you get them. You only got them at a lead because I took some dumb plays. I don't run. Told you already.
3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked in.
You went across.
Trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone
Could have been scored and went up and caught you.
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
I was just seeing what's up with your D.
That's right. Then against with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Man dropping balls across the middle, see? You see him wide open catching balls, though. They dropping everything. It's all good, though. That's good, D. I'm going to lay that. I'm going to get that to you. I'm going to count that for the hit. Because it was good timing. But Thielen don't never drop those, though. But he did today, though.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made.
And now here's
Once
another
again.
interception. Picked off near the 34. And his crew will
Second
take
time he ain't
over
come
with
out to break.
football at the
He can't run routes for
35-yard
crap.
line.
Still throw it to him.
What a nightmare
And I'll never use
game
him.
he's having now.
But it's
6
all good.
interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Second down, Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Don't do it to yourself.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Nah. I don't need it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Vikings. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator?
I had a game the other day I played. It was the last second, the last play of the game. Dude was winning all game, back and forth. I hit him last play of the game. Touchdown, game over.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
1 by 4. Yeah, he was up by 3.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one will go to the 28.
He thought he had it. I hit him right.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Cousins now on 2nd down. And Diggs has it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion.
I ain't even ran my offense yet. I've been just trying plays.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's why you got those picks and stuff. You got a couple of them there. I'm just throwing them in there. It's all good. It was
give
good,
a little
D.
credit there. The offensive play caller sensed
Not my
the
normal stuff,
screen
though.
pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jeff Heath.
Well,
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for
My man
him.
stopped running.
7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon, and the Cowboys will extend their lead. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw
I ain't
the
even
ball,
gonna switch to him.
someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them.
Why you
and
do
that
that?
allows you to cover a little bit better.
Why you do that?
Cousins on 1st down. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
They never learn.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. And his throw is incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's Cousins. Flush to his right. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. To throw is Cousins.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved, because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
They'll give to Elliott. And an alley to run. And he's got this down to the 45. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it?
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
I gotta shut it down
now in Arlington.
It's
the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
All right.
Prescott. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now Elliott. Nifty move. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And, Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team
that's me talking on the old video.
They do
Avery's
actually
listening to it.
recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Working out of the gun, Cousins.
Where's he going?
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing is Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Stephon Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Careful what you do from this moment on.
For the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field.
That 2 scores is back in just 4 minutes.
So Prescott,
I know that last score was a fluky, though.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters,
That's it.
oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down.
I didn't even play my game, and I'm down by 2. It ain't even nowhere near over yet. Come on now.
The Cowboys on
it's too late, but it's all good. I'm doing what I do.
They're up against the 3rd and 1 situation.
Nah. It's all good.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott.
See, I ain't even blitz you. I could have sacked you already. See what I'm saying? I could have sacked you already.
And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
I'm just letting you know.
Despite the lead
I'm just letting you know. I ain't even play my game. We can play more games, you know that.
What's right in this game nowadays? Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And he's going to go down in the end zone. Cousins taken down for the safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game.
But I'm not let him sack me. I don't play that, giving it up, the onside kicks and stuff.
In the right direction.
I'm a footballer. You ain't got to let me win.
Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football
I already know what it is.
Well.
My boys, they didn't show up today.
From the 20 now.
Doing plays, I don't even play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading
it's all
back
good.
out
It's all good.
They
dropping balls, you catching everything. It's all good. It happens. It happens. I ain't even mad.
They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away.
I ain't even mad.
Smiles off their faces because that's the first
See
time
what I'm saying? I could have did that all day.
Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Anderson.
I did it earlier. You saw it. You saw it. I didn't sack you a lot of times. Them passes across the middle and all that. To Cooper.
Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
1st down. Here's Cousins. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary.
Me, you ain't even see a quarter of my game
yet. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
For sure.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. On third down, Cousins forced out to his left. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Zebra. Gun. Zebra.
Now Cousins. And it's incomplete. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt
I'll never run
is
that
to
play.
try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
That's the first time I ever ran that play ever.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10.
No, we're not playing. They're just finishing this game up. That's all. Ain't nothing. So we're just finishing the game. It don't matter right now.
On 1st and 10, Cousins throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
I just said it don't matter. We're just finishing the game. It don't matter. Yeah.
Play fake. Cousins. He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 78 yards. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game.
No, we're not cheering.
Sure
no,
they
we're not
have.
rooting.
Sure
but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt.
Black.
He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it pops free. The collision there jarring the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. He hits Beasley right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Dallas first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here we go. 47. 26.
A first down carry by Elliott. And a solid run down inside the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll give him a yard on the play. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Prescott. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 69 yards.
All right, we'll rock again later.
Big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
Be ready when I go, so I ain't got to do all that.
Oh, that every time just you looked.
That's what killed me. Early on, he crying the blues. Oh, shoot. Cussing and everything. His daughter right there. He all show. Oh, I ain't do that. Oh, that was. Oh, that. See?
Cursing?
Funny. They sound funny.
Like something saying. It was black dude, too. Black dude and his daughter.
How you know?
Probably like, because she was in the background, because she was playing at first when I started playing. He was like, oh, let's get a friend because he got doing. He was like, oh, my daughter was playing. I had stopped her and scored. So he was like, "Oh, I figured I'd jump on because she was playing."
That's what they're doing, mother and daughter playing.
Yeah, playing Madden.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
Yeah, the kids playing.
How do you do it again?
Same thing. The girls on it too. You got it. I got the mic already set for the audio stuff too, so.
It won't let me.
No, dude, got it. I hung up. Did all that. Yeah, but that's what killed me. As soon as I got on, I picked him the first two times.
I'm gonna stop broadcasting.
He started crying.